6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, welcome to episode 542, Straight to My Krum.
Very good. I didn't know what crum was.
Well,
Liam explained it to me.
Yeah, you still laughed at my crumb comment, which you'll hear later in the podcast, but I did have to explain to you what crumb meant.
Yeah, it is funny to me because I think that growing up, you have a key few things of pop culture that influence your sense of humour. Like,
Yeah.
I reckon there's an age of around 12 to 14 where your sense of humour gets shaped.
And for Ben, it's probably like Simpsons, South Park.
SpongeBob, all those things have like heavy influence on what I find funny. For you, 100% it was Borat.
Yeah, anything Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
for sure.
Really straight to your funny bone.
Yeah, my crumb is having trouble keeping up with the Kardashians.
Which is probably why you love accents so much, because he
Yeah.
literally does like impressions and accents. That's what his shtick is.
You know the cocky butcher, bing bang, bing bang, bing,
Well,
bang bang, skit skit.
if you like Liam doing Borat, there's a bit more of that in this podcast. Whoa, good morning, Adelaide. Happy Monday. Liam, big weekend for you. Engagement party.
Yeah, no, it was good. Thanks for coming. Had a blinder. We were setting up sort of all day. So just before the party, I was like, man, I haven't eaten anything. I was like, I better, line the stomach if I'm planning on having a few beers. So I thought I'd get myself a little burrito from Zambi's. And I was sort of getting to the sauce point, and I said, I'll get the Basilio, please. And I was literally halfway through saying, oh, yeah, I normally get the garlic, but tonight I've got an engagement. And he was like, whoa, this is triple the garlic, the Basilio. Everyone's going to know about it. And I was like, oh, come on, man. So, yeah, I apologise if, I was farting and garlic breathing around you. If there was any smells, it probably was me. I just had that just before we went.
Here's another bit of curry.
Ask us anything you like. Ask us anything you like. Yep. Ask us anything you want. 0400 919 919. Producer Belle comes in.
Hello.
And she will fire them away. Always pretty awkward. Is there any questions this morning about our genitalia?
No, I think we've done our dash with that the last 2 weeks.
There's not many more. Oh, I also saw Ben and I were featured on Hoodie or Helmet, the social media page. There was an article about us, so that's good. I'm not going to go into it, but you can look for it yourself if you want to get all the details on that one.
All right, question number one, Belle.
All right, question number one. I think this one is actually the hottest one coming through at the moment. But this one just came through that said, I've seen the articles, guys. Are you really selling your houses? Now, I think we need to address this.
Not selling our houses. Many people have been texting me like, are you selling your house? I'm not selling my house.
The thing that blows me away is in like actual journalistic articles, they write, a source has said that, or confirmed that they are selling their houses. We're not selling our houses. So they're just lying. They're just flat out lying.
Also, to be fair, in that same article, it says Ben Stapleton and Liam Harvey. And I'm like, all right, I'm Liam Stapleton. He's Ben Harvey. Get it right, okay?
For the record, we're not selling our houses.
All right, question number two. Do you guys like being recognised in public? Ben, you can go first.
I don't not like it, but I also don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, come recognise me. If it happens, it's fine. Come say hello. But yeah, I'm not seeking it out.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Whereas I'm walking around in a Nova t-shirt. When people are nice, it's always lovely. But normally, what it is, it's just sort of a dude around our age, and you'll be walking out in town or something, and they go, "Hey, it's Ben and Liam," and just point at you. And I go, well, no, I'm one of those people.
You're Ben.
Yeah, and I go, no, close. Hey, Ben, how you doing? No, I'm Liam. Remember, Liam Harvey. No wonder why everyone's confused. Advertisers don't even know.
All right, next question. What was your first impressions of each other after your first week in radio together? Liam, you can go first.
I thought Ben was funny, but I thought he was stubborn. I hope that's not rude me saying that. But I think you're less stubborn now.
Wow.
I think you're sort of just...
I think I've softened.
Oh, how stubborn was he?
Oh, he was real stubborn. Yeah, I learnt, like, because sometimes we would just argue about things that didn't even matter. And I learnt that he never backs down. So it's like, and even now sometimes I feel us getting into it and I'm like...
There's no. I've got no skin in the game here. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's this. And I just learnt earlier, like, instead of me just getting angry about it, I just be like, whatever, man, like, whatever.
That's why we're a good couple.
That's it. Well, yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like sometimes I look for fights, so I'm like,
literally,
let's talk about this.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, it's
You know, I thought Liam was super eccentric, because he was. He used to straighten his hair in like 2016 when it wasn't cool anymore. You wore the tightest pants I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I thought you were not like any of my friends.
Yeah.
You were the opposite of all my friends.
I would have got beaten up if I lived in the country.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I was going for a bit of a Russell Brand or Fielding vibe around that time.
But he was the funniest person I knew.
Yeah, okay.
Very funny.
Well, that's nice. All right, well, final question. Someone has texted in just saying, kiss, marry, kill, Ben, Belle, or Andy for Liam. And obviously Liam, Belle, and Andy for Ben. So, Liam, we can go first. Kiss, marry, kill out of Ben, myself, and producer Andy.
Did they actually say kiss, marry, kill? Or is it...
Look, I've changed the first
PG.
one for radio.
I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? Andy, I've known you the least amount of time, so I'd have to put a bullet in you. I'm sorry. As Ben said, it's like a married site. I'd marry Ben because we're pretty much married already, and I'd lay a big smooch on.
Can't you just kill me instead?
You'd rather me kill you.
Inappropriate.
You'd rather me kill you than.
Whoa.
Hang on, how are you supposed to? I don't go to HR.
Ben, would you need the number for HR?
Yes, please. All right, well, Ben.
Well, my initial thought was I would kiss Liam.
Nice.
I would marry producer Andy and I'd kill Belle.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Kind of hurts though when it comes to
See, so what's better? Just a little peck? A little peck? It doesn't have to be tongue. Just a quick little... It's better than, like, dying.
Ready to put your pool floaties to work? Or start planning the ultimate summer getaway with whatif.com. Find hotels and holiday rentals plus family-friendly resorts. Just jump on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Daniel and Seaton, good weekend, mate.
Wasn't too bad, boys.
Oh,
Yours?
nice one. Yeah, ripper. What would you do with $10,000 if you won it later on today?
Probably go towards some renovations on the house.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
nice. Oh, well, there are expensive things. Okay, well, you're already in the draw for that one, but if you get all these questions right, you are also going to be able to pick the next song we play. If you want to call up this one, 13 24 10 is the number. Here we go. Let's kick into it. A 19-year-old paddling a surf ski at Seacliff had a narrow escape after being attacked by a shark. What instrument do you use to propel a surf ski forward?
Don't think about it too much. Yeah.
It's paddle.
Paddle.
A snake cleared out office works at Port Noarlunga on the weekend. Name another suburb with Noarlunga in its name.
Noarlunga?
Yeah, I would take that. Yeah, just Noarlunga. The sexy Australian firefighters calendar is back. What does CFS stand for?
Country Fire Service.
He's too good. This is a bit of a sad one. Rest in peace to Dietrich Mate Shits. Yeah, his name
Mate Shits?
Mate Shits. The founder of Red Bull, who has tragically passed at the age of 78.
He passed away?
He did. Going to be tough looking at a can of Red Bull today. Pour one out. Mate, not in the office, though, because the ants will come.
Yep.
What are the main two colours of a Red Bull can, Daniel?
Sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, I know it's sad. You're processing as well. It's a lot to lay on a person this early in the morning that Dietrich Mate Shits has passed, the founder of Red Bull. What are the two main colours of a Red Bull can?
Red and blue.
Yeah, I reckon
See,
that
this was
a hot point of contention. I'm taking that, guys.
No, but I'm saying no. Producer Andy's saying no. Producer Belle's also shaking her head saying no. Abby in the newsroom, you reckon that's a no? Yeah, she's shaking her head as
but
well.
that's Red Bull's colours. Red
No,
and
that's
blue.
Red Bull's colours, but it's not the colour of the can.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry, Daniel. I like you. You did a really good job, but that's not the answer.
Okay.
I'm going to have to be firm here.
Okay, Aaron, I mean, Red Bull, yeah, the colours are blue and red, so we know that. But what are the main colours on the can?
Silver and blue.
Yeah, that's it. When you think iconic Red Bull, you think silver and blue. That's the can.
Yeah, I know, but if you see the Red Bull street crew,
Yeah.
they seem to get around everywhere, and they'll be absolutely devastated this morning, I'd imagine.
But the
Be a
question
pretty
wasn't
somber mood around the
the
office.
question isn't what colour's Red Bull street crew.
Oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, last question, Aaron. Let's see if you can do this one. Jimmy Barnes is set to release Blue Christmas, his first Christmas album. Can you finish these lyrics?
Nah.
No,
I wouldn't have it.
he's done enough na-nas by that point.
Yeah.
He says something else after
It's
that.
the main bit of the
So
song.
it's the main sort of bit. Sean, can you do it? Can you finish the lyrics?
I tell you, he's a working class man.
Bloody oath, Sean. You love to hear it. Good stuff, mate. You going to be having a little Red Bull today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we all will. Okay, well done. You are in the draw to win $10,000. You also get to pick the next song we play.
Would you like to hear Liam's song this morning?
Niles Barkley. Or would you like to hear Ben's?
Weezer.
I'll go Liam's song.
Yeah, okay.
All right, bit of Niles Barkley. All right, well, you're crazy, Sean. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
You too.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space.
Oh, man, how embarrassing is this? I was on the phone with my fiancée, Sarah, over the weekend, and we were having a little chat on the hands-free, and she had another call come through. So she's like, hey, I'll call you right back. And I was like, yeah, no worries. And as soon as she hung up, so my music sort of started cutting back in. So it was playing, and I was singing along, it had the sunroof sort of down. It was sort of pretty nice weather. And then 30 seconds later, a call came through, and I didn't really think much of it. I just sort of, boom, straight answered it on the steering wheel. There's like a little button. And I went, hey, bitch. It wasn't Sarah. It was a woman from the bank.
She was like, hey.
What's up, girl? Like, obviously, as I said, looking at refinancing at the moment. With these rates, they're all over the shop. And she was like, oh, hi, it's Catherine from Combank. And I was like, oh, hey, bitch. I am so sorry. I thought this was another person. She said she was going to call me right back, so I just assumed. It's like, it's totally fine. But I'm like, what a wild, surely she wouldn't get that often.
Also, pretty humble brag. You have a sunroof and you can answer a call from your steering wheel.
Yep, and call my fiancé a bit.
Here's another bit of curry.
Crazy story in the news, Liam. Mother and son stabbed in Unley after chasing 3 men who had been breaking into the woman's car. Police say the 47-year-old woman woke up at about 4:40 a.m. after hearing the noise of 3 men breaking into her car on Young Street in Unley. They say the men ran towards King William Road and she chased them, joined by her young son. The woman and boy were then involved in an altercation, and they received non-threatening stab wounds.
I mean, non-threatening, but still stab wound. I couldn't think of anything worse. And also, when I read this on the weekend, I was like, oh, young son. I was thinking he was like 19 or something.
Yeah.
He was 9. Kid's 9.
Well, because the question for me is, do you hear someone in your car, and so many people have an opinion on this, you hear someone in your car, right? It's 4:40 a.m. Doesn't matter what suburb you're in. Just imagine that. You hear someone breaking into your car. Do you go out and confront them and then they run and you chase them down the street, or do you just call the police and let it be?
Oh, I mean, I know what I'd be doing.
What would you do?
Go ham. Enjoy the car. I'm not.
Oh, sorry. I thought you say you'd go ham on them.
Oh, yeah, I'd go ham on there. Yeah. Come on. Which one of you? Who's first? Do you know what I mean? I think some people thrive for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're they've just finished 2 hours at Derrimut 24/7 Mega Gym. They're like, here we go. I'm finally going to get to kill someone if they this is what I've been training for.
Yeah.
But, I'm not intimidating, am I? Even if I came out with a golf club and went, oi!
Yeah. But
What I think I would do is if someone was breaking into my car and, I saw it at the front, I think I'd
turn the porch light on.
probably, it's probably as far as I go.
We're in here.
I think I'd go, just so you know, I'm seeing what you're doing and I'm not happy about it. All right. Now, I think I would be like, oi, but that's probably the extent of it.
Because I think
If they ran off, I'd be like, sweet, then I'd call the police. But I don't think I would be chasing someone down the street because I'm like, what am I going to do when I get there? And there's 3 guys.
Yep. I reckon that's the line. I reckon if you knew someone was breaking into your car and taking stuff,
Yeah.
as soon as you turn the front light on and you actually walk out there and you say oi, they'll run.
Yeah.
But then I reckon the chasing them down the street, that's where you don't want to do, because then all of a sudden they, if you corner them, then they're going to start stabbing.
And heat of the moment, like, who knows? Maybe that's just, people have that flight or fright sort of, whatever, I can't even say it. I'm so scared thinking about people breaking into my car. No, but like, if you chase them down the street, then like you're putting yourself in that dangerous situation. And it's horrible that they would turn around and, attack this woman instead of just...
And the son.
Well, yeah. Also, the son also copped injuries.
Yeah, got stabbed.
Who does that?
Yeah, non-life-threatening, but still, nonetheless, a stab wound. Abby in the newsroom, what do you think about this story? What would you do if you hear someone breaking into your car?
I like to think that I'm big and tough. I worked at the wool shed for a few years. I, could take down anyone. I've had my fair share. But, I watch murder docos and then have to sleep with the light on. So I don't think I would chase them. I think, turning a light on and sort of yelling out, maybe.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if push came to shove, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd freeze.
What I reckon we do this morning on 13 24 10 is, did you confront a crim? Have you been in a situation where you actually did confront them? Because I'd love to know how it went.
Shane from Huntfield Heights, you've confronted a crim before, is that true?
Yeah, a couple of times, mate. My wife asked me because you sleep in your birthday suit, you grab your closest thing you can find and run out, and you yell out, oi, like you said, in a crackly voice because you're scared at the same time. And generally, I think one time I scared them off, and I think one time it wasn't actually a noise. Like, we just hear the noise, but it was quite funny, actually.
So what? And so they were trying to break into your car, same sort of situation?
Yeah. So checking all the doors and, your back of your ute and everything else. And, you run out and you see them scamper off, but I think you're more scared than anything when you do it.
This is true.
Are you in the birthday suit when you do that?
No, of course I am, mate. I think
that's what I mean. Like,
that's why they're running.
True, yeah. If you come out in your birthday suit with an axe and say, fellas, I think we need to have a little chat, like you know what I mean? They're out of there. They're skedadding. If anything, I think that might be my tactic. I just have jocks on myself, like throughout the entire year. I'll pull them off and go, right, let's do this.
Denise joins us now. Did you confront a crim? What happened?
Hey guys, I live at the East Shop. I just come out of the chip shop with two of my children. Chucked my youngest daughter to my oldest son because I found that there was a bunch of teenagers robbing the IGA, trashing the store, harassing the old fella that was in there. So I chased them out of the store. They were hurling abuse, but that didn't bother me, like being Elizabeth, rough and tough.
So you had your two kids. You then gave the youngest to the oldest, said, wait here. And then you went in and you got all the teenagers out of the IGA.
Yeah, I chased them out of the store.
Oh, good on you, Denise. I mean, were you scared that they were going to, maybe
turn on you?
Nah, I would have whacked them one.
Bloody oath. And then get back to your chips. Clean the blood off your knuckles. Give me some chicken salt.
Nice one, Denise. Thank you. Kate in Parkholme, good morning. Did you confront the crim? What happened?
Yeah, I did. I stopped at a traffic light and had nothing in the car with me, and someone smashed my window.
Oh, my
obviously,
God.
to see if they could find anything to steal. So, I smashed the window back, thinking their arm was coming through my window. Managed to get out the car, chase them down the road in, high heels, pencil skirts. And halfway down the road, I thought, they've got nothing. What am I going to do if I catch them?
So then you stopped and you went back to your car?
Yes, and thankfully no one had got in my car and driven off in it.
So they so they smashed your car window whilst you were in the car?
That's it. Yep.
That is so bold of them. Don't you think? Did they realise you were in there, do you think?
Yeah, I was at a traffic light.
How? Just why?
Daylight window smashing.
At a traffic light?
So if you're in the driver's seat, what window did they smash?
The driver's window.
Oh, my God.
That's horrific. And you went for the on-foot pursuit? You didn't think you'd just chase them down to the car?
No.
That's even more wild.
Yeah, because you did say you had the stilettos and the pencil.
You run them down.
Right, come here.
Thanks, Kate.
Wow.
Linda in Hope Valley, what happened when you confronted the crim?
Oh, well, we were in bed. It was my day off, and there was a knock at the door. Had a quick look out the window, saw some kids with their dogs, thought, no, not getting out of bed, went back to bed. All of a sudden, didn't realise what was happening, but we were being cased out. So what had happened was, guy was coming through our bathroom window, and we didn't realise till we heard a kerfuffle in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And, jumped out of bed, yelling, screaming, saw a man run past down the hallway out the front door with my handbag. Had some jewellery in my had some jewellery in my handbag, and I thought, there's no way he's getting away with this. Grabbed a towel, barefoot, ran down the road screaming after him. He was way ahead of me, but I was running with my towel, and I thought, there's no way he's going to get away with my handbag.
Wait, why did you have a towel?
did.
Like to whip him?
And I thought,
the weapon?
No.
Why did you have a towel? Were you nude?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, straight out of bed.
I thought you were going to do the old
shoes.
towel whip.
His mums are pretty good at it.
I tell you what, I don't know what I would have done if I caught him. I probably would have done the tea towel thing with the towel and just been.
So you're in the nude. You grabbed a towel to cover yourself up. You chased them down the street, and then did they just get away? And that was it.
Yeah, he ran. I chased him for like 5 minutes, barefoot, didn't care. My feet were all cut up, holding onto a towel, yelling, screaming.
Wow.
And I thought, oh well, I'll just keep running until someone helps. But yeah, no, he got away.
Oh, well, nice neighbours in Hope Valley then.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like, she looks all right.
Yeah, that's wild,
Probably doing
Linda.
a bit of role play. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, you're lucky the crim didn't turn on you. Gee whiz. I couldn't see myself doing that.
No.
Nah.
Thanks for your story, though, Linda. Good morning, Adelaide. Liam, plenty of rain over the weekend.
Oh, it's good for the farmers, though, isn't it?
Well, no, because there's a lot of flooding.
Oh, well, I'm trying to find the bright side in all of this gloomy weather, okay?
It's literally the opposite of what you said.
Oh, God. I mean, wouldn't it be good to just have it? It was pretty decent, weather Friday, Saturday. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, Saturday was kind of good, and then, Sunday was just always gloomy. And even looking out the window today, it's super gloomy as well. The hills, you can see the clouds coming over. But it's supposed to rain for the whole weekend as well, so not too good for the farmers.
Not too good for the farmers, but good weather chat, guys. I think we covered that well.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
I don't want to be alarmist, but public urination is on the rise. Yeah. Port Augusta, more specifically, has been labelled the wee capital of Australia. Residents have been left disgusted following a string of daylight public urinations, and police are trying to crack down on the perps.
Wow. So, I mean, I turn a blind eye to public urination, especially around a tree. It's nature.
Depends how public, though. For me, and I wouldn't do anything
I wouldn't
about
do it in the middle of a shopping centre.
Yeah, if someone was doing a wee in Rundle Mall...
Yeah, no good.
That's wild.
However, if it was, 2 a.m. and you're walking back from a big dirty red sesh and you find a little alleyway off Rundle Mall, that's all right.
What about, just hypothetically, what about during the day?
Yep.
High Marsh Square?
I wouldn't do it. I think there's too many cars and people waiting for buses.
Would you be deeply offended if someone did?
I'd be pretty offended. I think so.
I would.
It's more so, it's just too in the city, isn't it? But at night, fair game.
But it's grass and a tree. I'm kind of like,
I suppose,
it's pretty natural.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I had a mate who did it at a music festival a few years back. It was Splendour in the Grass when Bernard Fanning was doing his set, and there was whispers that Powderfinger might get back together, so he didn't want to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So he just went into the old Red Bull cup.
Whoa, everyone around him?
Yeah, everyone was around, just dropped it in and went for it. And but Powderfinger came out. So, I mean, it did stink a bit, but it sort of...
My wife, Sam, she was doing some tree planting. Where South Road becomes Main South Road and it kind of goes into the expressway?
Yeah.
And in the middle of that, they were planting these little shrubs.
Pretty busy area.
Pretty busy, literally between two main roads.
Yep.
And she had to go. And so she crawled into this bush. She crawled in there and just did it in there. And she got a few honks.
Popped a squat.
Yeah.
I'm not pooing because it kind of looks the same. It's a wee. Too late. We're gone. We're just going to assume that's a poo. You're on Just Adelaide Things Instagram now.
Where did you do a sneaky wee? It's very human. When you got to go, you got to go.
When nature calls.
Yep.
And obviously it's trickier depending on sort of what bits you've got, but it's definitely achievable. You can still do one pretty much anywhere you like. Sally, this is your son. Nature Called did it.
Yes, it did. I was at the petrol station on South Road, and he was only 3 years old. And as I'm fueling up, he decided he needed to do his business, so he opened the car window and,
Hang on, he did it out the window?
He did it out the window. He just stood, I'm like, Mum! I had to go. I'm like, oh.
Wow, out the car window.
That's impressive. I'm trying to think if he was like leaning out or if he was into like a booster seat. Did the stream sort of shoot out?
Strong stream.
Yeah, wow. Amanda, this is your friend. They did a sneaky wee?
Yes, he is very cheeky and he was busting to go and he grabbed a bucket from Cheapest Chips and urinated in it and then put it back on the shelf right up the top. So we don't ever know what happened to that.
I mean, what would have happened is there'd be someone going to Cheapest Chips to buy a bucket, and then they would have got a face full of wee.
You reckon if it like fell down, and then some poor staff member would have had to clean that up?
Clean up an aisle 3, old kids wee.
Yeah, that's where it's not okay.
Oh, yeah, no one's saying that. It's okay. No one's saying, well, nature calls, you got to go in a bucket and leave it in there.
Thanks, Amanda. Ruby, this was your partner where they do a sneaky wee.
My partner, when he was at school, couldn't be bothered, obviously, going, and he was at the basketball court, and he decided to jump on top of his gym and piss off the top of the roof.
That's awesome. The boys would have got around that as well. You know how some days you're on the way home from work and you get a text from your partner, Ben, can you get some stuff from the shops on your way home?
Can't you go get it?
Oh, well, I just say, no, of course, easy. Normally, because normally it's just like a cucumber or spinach and milk. Easy, can swing by. I had the most wild request I've ever had the other day. I got a text saying, can you please swing by the shops, get some fishing wire, semolina and cornstarch? What? I've never even heard of one of those things. I didn't know if it was a joke. Semolina.
Semolina, yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Is semolina like it comes powdered and then you mix it and then it becomes like a kind of like a mashed potato kind of
Yeah,
thing?
you got it. Yeah, it's for like puddings and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had never even heard of it. I'm not really a baker myself, but I mean, you watch a lot of cooking shows. Do they talk about semolina often?
Semolina gets mentioned, for sure. I mean, to be fair though, I wouldn't know where to get that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, where would you start for that stuff?
Well, you would go baking.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Having said that, I don't know where the baking section would be. I guess at my local, it'd probably be aisle 7-ish, but I don't know what I'd be looking for. Like, I don't know. Would it be in a box? Would it be in a bag?
It's not like, the tomato sauce bottle, like you've seen it a million times. Semolina. I wonder how do they package that? So I was thinking, like, man, where do I start? So I went to Coles. Interestingly, the semolina, easiest to find. That wasn't either sprinkles and baking and stuff. No fishing wire, no cornstarch. So I went to Mitre 10.
Cornstarch?
No, for the fishing wire, and they were fresh out. Of fishing
wire.
So I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's a giant shed. You would think you'd have some extras. So then I went to Bunnings, and they said, oh, we don't do fishing wire.
What?
And I was like, you must do fishing wire. And they're like, oh, we don't do it. We've got like wire, but not fishing wire. And so then I went, and then there's a thing called like nylon fiber, which is essentially, it's fishing line. It's the exact same thing. So they could have just directed me towards that. Anyway, now I'm back on my starch quest. So I was like, okay, I went to Woolworths and I caved and I asked the lady, normally you just want to find it yourself. You feel like a bit like a child. You're like, where's the thing? And she looked at me like I had two heads. Like she was like, I don't think we've ever had cornstarch. So I called back Sarah. I'd been gone, for like almost 2 hours at this point.
Wow.
A lot of driving around. And she was like, I was like, no one's got cornstarch. And she went, that's ridiculous. Everyone has cornstarch. and I was like, really? I think you're overestimating how widely available cornstarch is. But you know what? I'll try Foodland. I'll go to my third shopping centre. And then I called her back because they kept saying we've got corn flour but not cornstarch. And she was like, no, I don't need corn flour. I need cornstarch. It's a different thing. And I'm like, because the lady's right here and she's telling me it's the same thing. And I'm like, I'm sort of stuck between. And there was like an older woman. She's like, it's the same thing. Just tell her it's the same thing. And I'm like, I'm trying to say. So anyway, I ended up getting potato starch.
Yeah.
And it didn't go down well. So I was like, well, at least it's starch based. Corn and potato, they're sort of brothers, right, in the vegetable world.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
Absolutely wild photos of this surf ski, Liam. Have you seen the photos where the shark is taking a bite of it from underneath It's a shark-sized hole in this surf ski.
Yeah.
It's a crazy story.
Young 19-year-old narrowly avoided death, really. I mean, it was the shark bit sort of right where he was sitting. The footage is truly wild.
So this is them pulling the surf ski out of the water.
Holy
I thought that maybe, there'd be some like scratches or like a hole in it, but it's like literally it's taken a chomp out of it.
Yeah, Nat is his name. He's only 19 years old, and we're actually speaking to his dad this morning, Murray. How are you feeling? And probably more importantly, how's Nat going, Murray?
Well, Nat's still asleep at the moment, but thank you for having me on. Yeah, he's still asleep at the moment. I heard him sort of chomping around the house sort of around 2 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty sure he had a whole bunch of social media that he was attending to and all his mates and, all those sorts of things. So, but he seems fine. Seems fine.
Yeah, did you say chomping around the house?
Tromping around the house.
I was going to say, because a poor choice of words, Murray. I mean, come on.
So how exactly did it happen? He was on the surf ski, and then what? From can you talk us through it?
Yeah. So he was in the ocean paddling race. So it's a race it was yesterday. They do downwinders. Yesterday it was blowing southerly, so they were starting at Seacliff, which happens to be his own surf club, and we literally live, a couple hundred metres from it, so it's our beach.
Yeah.
And they paddled to Grange, and the first wave went off 15 minutes earlier. They're just generally a little bit slower, and some of the older paddlers, they go, and then you've got the elite guys that left, and he was literally 30 seconds into the race. They were about 200 metres out from the pole, and if people know the area, that's about 500 metres, so about 700 metres out.
Yep.
And then he just felt this almighty, bash from the bottom on the boat.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, what did you think? Because, I don't know what you would think, but he immediately went shark. So that was a good thing. It lifted him from all accounts, about a metre out of the air.
Wow.
So there's a number of other people that I suspect will be traumatised from it as well, because it was the start of the race, so everyone was around. There was about 37 paddlers in that wave, and they all, majority saw it. He fell out, and obviously he knew it was a shark, but you have to have a leg leash on your leg in this race. So he immediately started paddling towards another ski paddler, but the leg leash was on his ski.
No way.
But he quickly thought about things and he ripped it off. And then what happened was a couple of the ski paddlers banded together.
Yeah.
Because they're quite unstable craft. They're like 19 feet long and they're very, very light, only like 8 to 10 kilos.
Yeah.
So they banded together, and Nat was able to jump on the two skis and lay across it and sort of keep himself above the water, while the IRB, which was out there, and that they came over, sort of 20 or 30 seconds later and picked him up.
Wow.
So look, the moral of this story is they were all surf lifesavers.
Yeah.
Nat's been a surf lifesaver since he was 6 years of age.
Hang on. Well, do they have like training? I was going to say, if I was at the beach and there was a 6-year-old man, I'd go, I don't think I'm going to get into any rips. I don't know how this kid's going to be able to help me.
Maybe this is a dumb question, Murray, but so we know it's a great white because everyone saw it. Is that how we know it's a great white? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they suspect. So yesterday, when we went back down to the club yesterday, and in the afternoon, and there was some marine biologists there from Flinders, and they were doing some sort of forensic testing on it and everything, because there was bits of gum, and they've actually found a tooth in the IRB because they brought the ski back on there, and so there's now a photo going around of the tooth that was left in the boat and all that sort of stuff.
Murray, my God. I mean, Nat must be feeling pretty lucky at the moment. I mean, it could have ended a lot worse if he got knocked, a metre out of the air and then a big chunk got taken out of the, that
look, you know what? He's sort of taking it all in his stride. It was my wife and myself who saw it all unfold. I mean, it was, because I was the timer doing the timing for the race, and sort of seeing all this happen in front of me. It was quite traumatic. Although I didn't really know it was happening because it was so far out. We just thought it was a false start or something like that. And then you heard the messages from the IRB on the radio, and they said there was something like there was a shark out there, and I thought, oh yeah, okay, they're all coming in because of the shark. You know, that's not unusual.
Yeah.
And then of course they said then part of a boat was taken, and then we thought, okay, hope it's not Nat, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know,
Murray, yeah.
and then everyone's coming in and you don't see Nat, and you go, oh my God, you know. So yeah, my heart sank. And,
Well, look, I'm so glad everyone's okay, and it's obviously good everyone was thinking fast and doing the right thing.
That was great, yeah.
Hopefully gets to turn that tooth into a cool necklace.
Such a wild story, Murray, and very well told. We appreciate you coming on this morning.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Murray. You know what's crazy, though, with the tooth, you said make it into a necklace. I'm pretty sure, remember we had that person online who was attacked by a shark? You can't make it into a necklace because it's an endangered species.
Yeah, this guy, he got his literal leg eaten off, and it washed up on the beach with a tooth in it.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I have that? And they're like, nah. No. As if, what organisation's like, sorry, man.
Such a
can't
crazy
give you the
story.
tooth.
Make sure you go and check out the photos online as well, because it's literally like a chomp, like a great white shark-sized bite mark out of the bottom of this boat.
Real chomp indeed. We are joined now by our producer, Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet.
Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, it's Kim Kardashian's 42nd birthday on the weekend, but I'm sure we can all agree that the best present she got was actually from Borat.
Borat?
Yes. If you didn't see on Kris Jenner's Instagram on the weekend, she shared this. Borat actually recorded a birthday message for Kim Kardashian.
Aksamash, happy birthday, Kimothy. Kazakhstan just get your televisky show. I like. My Krum has been keeping up with the Kardashians. My favorite sister is you. My second favorite, Chris. And the hardest sister of all to make hand party to is Rob. Happy birthday. Dziękuję.
I love how much Liam loves Borat. He goes straight to you at the core of your funny bone.
It goes straight to my Krum.
And if you think you're paying more for your groceries than ever, well, you're not wrong. 12 out of 14 supermarket categories are actually more expensive right now than they were just 3 months ago. So we're talking dairy and eggs have actually gone up 9%, and bread and bakery items have gone up 5%. Good news, if you're a vegan or veggie like myself, fruit and veg has gone down 6%.
Really? We were talking about this last night, actually, at dinner with my family, and we were all talking about how expensive groceries have gotten. Our budget for groceries, I don't know, everyone's different, but ours was $175 a week. That's what we had to spend on groceries. There's no way you could do that now. We can't do that for groceries.
What are you buying?
What?
Oh my goodness, I spent $30.
A week?
No, like every 3 days.
No way you're doing your weekly food shopping for $30.
Mate, all I buy is broccoli, carrot, maybe some cabbage, zucchini, and then maybe on a Saturday an avocado.
I think you're the problem there.
Remind us to never come to your place.
Literally, you sound like the most boring person in the world.
What are we having? I've just got some roasted broccoli. We're going to sprinkle some
you guys gave me
carrot
crap
on
the
top
other
of that.
day. I was eating Brussels sprouts at work for lunch. Best vegetable by far.
And you're a big stinker.
Your farting has been outrageous, I must admit.
Shut up. And finally, get excited for your newest Christmas album from Jimmy Barnes.
I love it. Well, we're going to be playing Christmas songs anyway. So I'd rather, play some Jimmy Barnes. At least it's honest,
Well, he's releasing it next month, so you can get your hands on it from next month. If you haven't seen the album cover yet, it's him on a beach with a Monaro behind him.
Of course it is.
And he said that he's more focusing on the summer Christmas that Australia gets, instead of, the snow songs and all about the cold Christmases.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear his version of Little Drummer Boy.
Come there to me, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. On your monkey, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum.
Keep going.
Our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Working class Christmas.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.